Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to, this update video. This should be coming up right after Why We Geek Episode 4, which I know is coming out a little late, guys, but things happened, and it took a while to get this episode up. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk about the next month's episode of Why We Geek, because it's going to be a bit of a special one. Next month, we're going to be covering geeky couples, and the reason we're going to cover this is because this was originally planned for Geek News, Reviews, and Opinions, but unfortunately we couldn't make it work, and so we're going to try and do it on Why We Geek, because here's the thing, we can talk about geeky material all we want, but the awesome concept is that sometimes we have a special someone who can enjoy that geeky content with us, and so next month we're going to be doing a geeky couples panel with 4 people, me, obviously I will be there, Andrea will be returning, and then also we're going to be bringing in Brinton Volley, as well as his fiance Nathan, to answer the questions that we usually talk about. But we need you guys' help to be able to make this work. I want you guys to be able to come up with some questions for us to be able to answer in that podcast. And so for that, I'm going to set up a couple of guidelines here. First of all, if you want to submit a question to Why We Geek Episode 5, which is going to be Geeky Couples, you can either do it by putting a comment down below and we'll tally them up there, or you can private message me directly. Just go to Twitter and message at Drac2326, and that is where I will be able to get your questions. Please try to keep the questions towards geeky couple stuff. Like you can ask, I don't know, who do you think is geekier in your relationship? You can do individual stuff, but I would like to try and keep individual questions to something that can be asked of the entire panel, which I don't think is necessarily out of the question. If I get any questions that I think are not necessarily going to fly, though, I will start tossing them out. And if your question didn't get asked, you probably know why. If you want to ask that question, you can go ahead and reach out to those people on Twitter yourself. But we're going to try and make this as best as we can, so submit your questions either in the comment section below or private message me at Drac2326. And as of this video is when you can start doing that, and we will actually stop the tally on May 10th. So after May 10th, we will group up the questions, and we will do the episode, and you guys will get it probably about a week later. So get your questions going. I would really like to see what you guys have to ask to myself, as well as Andrea and Brinton and Nathan, about being a geek and also being in a couple, having a relationship, and how being a geek affects that relationship. And of course, I will see you guys next time for Why We Geek.